So I saw a trend going around where you roll stats by rolling 6d20 and then just take those numbers as your stats. And I thought that would really be fun, so let's try it out and see how it goes. We've got 6d20 here, so let's roll them and see how we do. All right, I see 10, 19, 19, 17, 18, and then a 2. Not bad. Actually, I just looked at those. That's insane. I'll take a 2 dump stat for 17, 18, 19, 19 any day. It was brought to my attention recently that some folks are unfamiliar with the bingo method of rolling stats for D&D 5e, so I thought we'd show it off. As standard, you start with 46, you roll them, you drop the lowest. Do that 6 times. And then you write them in a row, either in a grid going this way or this way. You choose first. Now that we have our set of 6 numbers, we're actually going to do that whole process 5 more times and put them down in a line underneath. Then once you have your grid, you pick a line, any linear line, basically. You can go across, you can go down, you can go diagonal. It's your choice. I think this is a really fun way to have the whole party roll the stats together, and then everybody gets to pick. My personal pick would probably be diagonal this. The only rule is nobody can pick the same line, and I think this is a fun, interesting way to generate characters as a group. So I heard of a new method for rolling for stats, and that was 2d6 plus 6. I thought it sounded interesting. That's relatively balanced overall, and I'd like to give it a shot. Let's see how it goes. Here goes. All right, so we got a 14 to start. Then we got a 10. Oh, there's our nice 17. All right, that's not so bad so far. So that's a 15. Okay, this isn't bad. 7, so that's a 13. And one more. A 6, so that's a 12. So it's actually just a little bit better than the standard array. For a little more powered game, this might be a better version of a standard array to use. So let's talk about some other methods to roll or determine stats. We could do point buy or standard array, but this is my channel, so we're not doing that. Let's go over here and talk about different methods for rolling stats. So I've heard of this one before. I've heard it referred to as power rolling, and I've heard a couple varieties. So it's 5d6, keep the highest 3. And I've also heard people say reroll 1s and 2s. We're just going to do keep the highest 3. All right, so for us, that's going to be a 14. Ooh, 16, 17. It'll be a 15. That will be another 14. Be another 6, or last one will be another 17. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty powerful. What do you guys think? All right, rolling stats, the Dark Sun method. I've seen all 4 of these commented at me in a bunch of different ways. 5d4, 4d4 straight up, 4d4 plus 4, 6d4, drop the lowest 1. I've also seen drop the lowest 2. I think I'm just going to go with straight up 5d4 and see how that goes. So I have my d4 here. If you can tell, I hate standard traditional d4s. So we've got a variety of different ones here. Let's go ahead and roll them and see. See, that was the hardest one to pick up, is that standard d4. Let's see how we do. All right, we have 6, 10, 12. All right, we'll do the rest and see how we do. These are the results. I tried 5d4, kind of middle of the road-ish, and then I tried 4d4 plus 4. I don't know. What do you guys think about this? Which method would you want to give a shot with? Ever since I started this rolling stat series, so many of you said don't use all crazy different combinations of dice. Just do 3d6 straight in a row. That means starting with strength and working our way down. So let's go ahead and see how we do. So first up is our strength score. 16 isn't a bad start. Dexterity. Okay, we can get by with a 12. All right, Constitution will be a big one with that good strength score. Here we go. Oof, 9. All right, we're going to rebound with a really decent intelligence, though, right? 10. Okay. Wisdom, though, we're going to get like a 17, right? We're going to do way better for wisdom. 12. All right, here comes our strong, pretty character with our high charisma. 5. There you go, folks. All right, folks, we're continuing the rolling stat trend. This time, we're going to do 46, drop the lowest. This is listed in the player's handbook as one of the primary ways to generate ability scores for 5th edition characters aside from the standard array. So we'll roll these, take the highest 3, do that 6 times, and then you can slot them wherever you want on your character sheet. Okay, we're starting off with a 16. That's pretty good. Okay. Let's keep going. Okay, 10. Not the worst, but not bad. Okay, 16 and a 10. What do we got next? Okay, a 12. We're going close to standard array here. Let's pull a big number. Let's get like an 18 maybe. Okay, another 14. I said another, but we didn't actually have a 14 in the first place. I don't know if that switched, but I'm going to go with it. 16. And the last one. Not too bad considered. I like it. Alright, let's go with another method for rolling stats. We did the bingo method before, even though I misinterpreted it and said Yahtzee method. We're going to try the Tic Tac Toe Method. So basically, similar to that, we're going to do 46, drop the lowest like we normally would do, but we're going to do that enough to do a full Tic Tac Toe grid. So let's start. So I'm going to have to start rolling these. We'll add these all together, and then I'll show you what the end result is. One thing to point out is you do need to consider after you roll the first time which direction you want to go, either down, right, or diagonal with your continual rolls. So there we have my grid, and you would basically pick 2 ways. So you could go like this and like this, let's say, if you wanted, down and across, and then you get 2 16s. You could go diagonal as long as the 2 lines are connected. The point is, wherever the 2 lines intersect, you get that number twice. All right, we're back with a absolutely insane rolling stats one. This is the Munchkin Method. 24d6. Drop the lowest 6 overall dice, take the remaining 18, and arrange them into any 3d6 you want to make your 6 ability scores. So here goes. That is a lot of dice. Okay, now we drop the lowest 6. Lowest 6 were removed. So now we take the remaining 18 and pair them off into groups of 3 for basically rolling 3d6. All right, so we've arranged them. And it's actually pretty interesting because you can mix and match. So at first, if I did just from highest to lowest, this is what we got. But then I actually switched them around, so I ended up with 2 16s. But if you're more mathematically inclined, you could probably figure out the optimal set to get the highest number.